Anthony Claravall, the mastermind of the whole trip, came upon a deal which was through Malaysia Airlines, and you can fly anywhere they fly for 30 days. Try to make the most of our trip, see as much as we could. Basically, I think it was 9 countries in 30 days, so it's pretty much like a whirlwind tour.
Okay, so Singapore was the first city we went to. We spent a night in Kuala Lumpur, and then we went straight to Singapore. Singapore has the reputation for being a really strict city. Chewing gum is illegal. Graffiti is illegal. You know, it was just insane. So people thought this is going to end up being like a terrible place for skateboarding. The thing about Singapore is I lived there for a year and a half. I knew it was an amazing place for skateboarding. It's really modern. Everything's marble. It's got brand new architecture. It's basically made for skateboarding.
What you want me to do? Let the funk ride. Just ride. Back to back. Yeah.
Man, it was hot as shit in Singapore.
I'm running out of boards.
It was blazing pretty much. Heat stroke was like a definite possibility. Had to drink a lot of fluids, you know, stay out of the sun.
It's too hot to skate, but 4-in-1 demands it, the public demands it.
There was this subway station on Orchard Road. It's the main shopping road, and there's a subway station with these perfect banked marble walls, but it's just super crowded. I mean, picture Times Square, you know, in the middle of the day. So we were like thinking, we should skate it at 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, we got to skate some amazing stuff. We knew we were there for one day. We'd be able to skate it once, and we tried to take advantage of it.
Next was Thailand. Thailand was probably my favorite place also. No, Thailand was really, really cool. We had, Kenny knew this guy, Jeff, and he took us around, and it was amazing. Thailand was filled with really crazy stuff. Elephants walking down the street. Entire cities overrun with wild monkeys. They'll steal the peanuts right out of your hand. It was just amazing. Thailand was just a mix of just really strange stuff.
Thailand's like the only place I've ever been where you can just be skating down the street and see like an elephant like cruising through traffic, like with a dude on it. Besides people using elephants as cars, people eat bugs there. It's pretty weird. We were staying on Quezon Road. Have all these weird carts with like crickets, roaches, scorpions. Reed challenged me to eat a scorpion. It was good. Just looked weird.
All right. Oh my God.
Bali, amazing. Maybe not for skateboarding, but vacation-wise, pretty off the hook. Just an island in Indonesia, This is great for surfing, snorkeling, jet skiing.
The first day we were there, we stayed in the most amazing hotel. You know, it was right on the beach, great pool, there was a bar at the pool. I mean, everyone's having a great time. Originally, Bali was intended as like just a stopover point, so people would be able to relax and maybe go to some good beaches, like check out some culture. You know, a place where we didn't think there was going to be anything really to skate. It was just going to be a good place to go to break up the trip. We ended up checking out some spots that all the locals went to. It was like kind of a closed off road. It wasn't really much, just some manual pads, like flat bars and stuff like that, but it was really fun.
That was fucking hot. That nigga breaks sports every time we've gone out so far, dude. That nigga's no joke.
You know, the last thing you want to hear before you go on a trip is that one of the places you're going to was the victim of a terrorist attack.
Blast site was pretty depressing. Didn't try to spend too much time there just because of pretty bad energy floating around there.
You fly in there and the airport is pretty much deserted. There's not really anyone traveling there. We got to the hotel and it was probably like the nicest hotel I've ever been to in my life. And the hotel was pretty much deserted. It just made me feel just how terrible the whole terrorist attack was, because it's affected the economy on Bali and the lifestyle of everyone who lives there. We're driving up this cliff, right? We're going to the temple. It's on the side of a cliff. I mean, it's like, you know, out of a movie or something. The driver tells us to make sure to take out all your earrings, take your hats off, anything that's like shiny. You know, he was trying to tell us that the monkeys were very cheeky. You know, they would just do whatever they wanted to do. So we get there and hundreds and hundreds of monkeys there, and they owned the place. It was pretty much their temple.
Oh, dude, once again, Temple at Sunset was amazing, but thug monkeys, dude. I never knew monkeys were so bad, dude. These dudes are no joke.
Hi. Whoa, is there a monkey on me?
There's a monkey on your back, dude!
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude, there's a monkey on my head! Anyways, we're at this temple and Kenny B's just chilling, and a monkey comes up behind him and snatches his hat. And Kenny's pretty upset because this is like a special hat. It's like some Ukrainian wartime general hat or something like that. So the local dude persuaded the monkey by offering him some peanuts in exchange, and it worked out and Kenny got his hat back.
He didn't need it too bad. That hat? Yeah. He didn't even chew it up that much though. It looked like he was eating the shit out of it. Thank you.
Well, a groove is the coordination of different rhythms. A lot of what we hear today has a beat. Now, don't confuse a beat with a groove, because a beat is actually one moment in the life of a groove. Here's an example of a beat.
basically, I think, is the middle of our trip. And from here on out, it gets pretty rough. We're going to Cambodia, Vietnam, and Manila, which are all, from my understanding, pretty third world. Can't drink the water. Might be eating some monkey brains and some beetles and some snakes and shit. It's gonna get pretty gnarly after this. We'll see what happens. This is just the beginning. Andy Honen and Josh Stewart were flying out to go back home, and we met up with Louie Barletta the next day.
A little hectic here in Cambodia.
What's up with, how do you get around Cambodia?
I wasn't expecting.
Motocabs.
Oh, there's your boys.
These are the homies right here.
The taxi moped dude, they're like a skate clique.
Chillin', yo!
They all like hang out with each other. Like one night we all went out to one of their houses to have dinner. That was amazing. And they all knew each other, they're all buddies.
Hey, so check it out, my driver got a little crazy here in Cambodia. So I have to drive him home. Oh, man. How about what you see?
We seriously spent the whole time on Cambodia just on the back of a motorcycle, and we went to skate spots, we went out to eat. That was just how it was, man. It was cool.
Cambodia. Cambodia. On the back of a motorbike. Yeah. You're alive.
We'd try and go out skating, and the guys would take us to like a gun shooting range, you know? Oh yeah, that's same as skating, right? You point this thing at something and blow it up. Like, that's amazing.
We were supposed to go skate, and the drivers took us like a slight detour to the gun range. Somehow I got talked into shooting this AK-47 right here.
And for $20 extra, you could throw a hand grenade at a cow. I don't know, I don't feel like skating this handrail. Let's go out and shoot the AK-47 at a cow, you know? What's the difference? Cambodia.
It's pretty hot.
I think we actually had to just show the taxi dudes like what skateboarding was, because they'd never even seen it. And when we started skating around in the streets, they finally figured out like what it kind of was, so they took us to a roller skating rink.
This thing is it's a roller rink with a yup.
The dude who owned the little roller skating rink, he'd never seen skateboarding before either, so he was just in awe of it pretty much, you know, and they let us skate, but that was our only spot. That was the only thing we saw in Cambodia that you could skate, the roller skating rink.
So we went to this place in Cambodia called Angkor Wat. It's basically this ancient city that I guess used to be the capital of the entire Southeast Asia. It's the largest Hindu temple in the world. Busloads of people go there. But it is one of the 7 wonders of the world, and I have been there, so.
Every little piece of stone had something carved on it. It's crazy, man. You could be there forever looking at things, looking at the craftsmanship of all that stuff. And we were on a tight schedule, you know, there's no way we could have just hung out there.
People say you should take 2 weeks there. We were there for 3.5 hours. So we were pretty much out of our minds, but I tell you, in 3.5 hours we saw a lot of stuff, you know. It was as amazing as I thought it would be.
What's up with the crew?
I don't know, they weren't feeling me. They were over me. Silent treatment. I know.
So after Cambodia, we arrived in Philippines.
We were just driving around and we did find this cool spot. It was just some sculpture.
Sculpture?
It was, I don't know, just some random sculpture.
Last day We found like an amphitheater and nobody was there. It ended up being one of the better things that we skated on the whole trip, but it was pretty much the only thing we skated in the Philippines.
Vietnam was the last place we went to before we went back to the United States. And the way the trip worked out, we had 3 full days in every city, except for Vietnam, which was the last one, we had 2 full days. Vietnam was heavy because, I mean, obviously there was, the United States had a war in Vietnam in the early 70s, and it's been a large part of American culture as far as movies and books. It was nothing like I expected. Everyone was really, really friendly. Everyone would just want to know where you were from. They wanted to know what you thought of Vietnam. It was a great place. Again, you know, we skated the most random things. We found this roller rink, and the people who ran it, they didn't want us to skate. They didn't really know what it was, but once we tried to show them what skateboarding was, they were super into it, man. It was like a show for them.
So, yeah, we skated this cool bank that was like right across the street from our hotel. It was fun because it was right on a really busy street. The only problem was that there was security there, so he really wouldn't let us skate, but he thought it was funny because I kept falling. So he would let us keep going a little bit, but we only got to skate it for maybe like 2 minutes or something. We ended up meeting this little kid who was from Australia, and he told us about a linen monument. He kind of gave us some basic directions, and then we figured it out. There was like a military officer there, and he told us it was cool to skate as long as we didn't grind on the edges, and we stayed there for a couple hours. You know, it was really fun.
We've been here 28 days. We've had 22 flights.
Nearly one a day.
That's nearly one a day. That's an average of nearly one a day.
It's pretty hectic. We're doing a lot of flying and not very much sleeping because we want to get all this stuff in. You know, we want to skate, we want to go out.
I have no idea. We're at some spot. It's like 6 in the morning. Sucks.
We just want to go home.
Is our last day in Malaysia?
It's
in
our
Asia?
last. It's the very last
few hours
day.
in Malaysia.
And we got up at before the sun even came up to come skate this thing.
Some ungodly hour.
And now we're here.
All right, Richard.
And I'm ready to rip.
I'm not gonna get a photo. Crazy, huh?
Malaysia.
Okay, Malaysia. So that's the end of our trip. We're through. We gotta catch a plane.
Yeah.
We're out of here. Back to the States.
You know, we didn't know what to expect, but when we got there, it was just an amazing experience. Just to know we were skating stuff that no one had ever seen or skated was pretty amazing in itself. I'd definitely go again.
Like I knew it would be something that I would never experience in my life. Can't believe it. Can't believe we came here. Our world's extended now to Southeast Asia. Something I would have never thought possible.